Hi Year 4, welcome to your first video of the week. So we're going to continue our work on geometry and property of shape by looking at symmetry. Now you will have looked at symmetry before, so we'll have a quick recap of what symmetry is and then we'll move on to the new learning. So a shape is said to be symmetrical if it has a central dividing line, which we sometimes call the mirror line or the line of symmetry, and we can draw that line on the shape to show that both sides of the shape are exactly the same. They're like a mirror image of each other. And if you folded along that line, the sides would match exactly. So I've got some shapes on the screen here, and you can see that a line of symmetry has been marked on each of those shapes. Now all of these lines are going vertically from top to bottom. If you were to put a mirror on that line, the reflection you see is exactly what the other half of the shape looks like. If you were to cut the shapes out and fold along that line, both sides of the shape would match up exactly. So these shapes, we've got one line of symmetry which has been found. But some shapes can have more than one line of symmetry. And that's what we're going to be looking at today. Now, lines of symmetry can be horizontal, going from side to side. They can be vertical, from top to bottom, or they can be diagonal. Now, a good way to check if a shape is symmetrical, and this is if you can, is to cut it out and fold it. See if the sides match exactly. So if you think you found a line of symmetry, you could fold along that line and check and see if the sides match up. And if they do, then you're right, it's a line of symmetry. If they don't, then it is not a line of symmetry. So we're going to have a look at two shapes now, a red square and a yellow rectangle. I want you just to take a second and think, do these shapes have a line of symmetry? Do they have more than one line of symmetry? And where are they? Are they vertical? Are they horizontal? Are they diagonal? I'm going to have a go at folding shapes in a minute to see if we can find those lines of symmetry. So pause the video, have a quick think about where some lines of symmetry could be, and then we'll check and see if you were correct. Okay, so let's have a look at those two shapes and see if we can find some lines of symmetry. So I'm starting with my red square. Now, as you can see, I've marked a line vertically from top to bottom where I think a line of symmetry might be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold along that line and see if the two halves of the shape match up exactly. So I'm going to fold the shape in half, and you can see that both halves match up exactly, which means that this line is a line of symmetry. Okay, so I've got one vertical line of symmetry. I think there might be a line of symmetry going horizontally along the shape. So I'm going to see if I can fold the shape, see if there is another line of symmetry. So let's fold it. I've created my horizontal line of symmetry. Go over it with a pen. So I've created my horizontal line of symmetry, and you can see if I fold the shape on that line, the sides match up exactly. So I've created a vertical line of symmetry, I've created a horizontal line of symmetry. Do we think there are any other lines of symmetry on this square? Now, I think there could be a line of symmetry going diagonally along the shape. I'm going to draw along the line now to show you. Okay, so I've marked my diagonal line of symmetry. Let's fold along that line and see if the sides of the shape match up exactly. Okay, so I folded along my diagonal line, and you can see that the sides of the shape match up exactly. So I have got a diagonal line of symmetry. Therefore, I think there is another diagonal line of symmetry going along this side of the shape. I'm going to fold it and check. And I fold it the other way. I can see that if I fold the shape along that diagonal line of symmetry, it matches exactly. So I've got myself another line of symmetry. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to count my lines of symmetry, see how many lines of symmetry there are on the square. So I had my vertical line of symmetry, my first line. I have my horizontal line of symmetry. second line. I have my diagonal, first diagonal, so that's the third line. And I've got my fourth line, the other diagonal. There are 4 lines of symmetry on the square. Well done if you found all of those. Okay, next we're going to go to our yellow rectangle. Okay, so I'm wondering if it has a vertical line of symmetry. Can I fold this shape in half to make a vertical line of symmetry? Let's have a look. So I've created my line of symmetry down the middle, and you can see that when I fold along that vertical line, the sides of the shape match exactly. So that is one line of symmetry. What about a horizontal line? Let's fold and see if we can make a horizontal line of symmetry. Okay, so I've made my horizontal line, and you can see that if I fold along that horizontal line, the sides of the shape match exactly. So I've got a vertical line of symmetry, I've got a horizontal line of symmetry. Now, the square had diagonal lines. Do we think that if I folded a rectangle diagonally, the sides would match completely? Let's have a go. So if I fold it in diagonal, corner to corner, look what happens. Do the sides of the shape match up completely? They don't. That means that this is not a line of symmetry. When I fold along that line, you can see that both sides of the shape do not match up completely. So the rectangle does not have any diagonal lines of symmetry. It has a vertical line of symmetry, that's 1. It has a horizontal line of symmetry, that's 2. The rectangle has 2 lines of symmetry. Okay, so now we've had a go at folding some shapes. Let's see if we can spot lines of symmetry by seeing an image and visualizing. So I have my isosceles triangle here on the screen, and I'm trying a horizontal line of symmetry. Do you think this horizontal line is a line of symmetry? Now, if we look either side of the line of symmetry, does it look like both sides of the shape are exactly the same? If I folded along that red line, would the sides of the shape match up exactly? Now, I don't think they would, because I can see here, I've got one side which has the pointy end of a triangle, this side which is getting wider. I think if they folded over, they would not match exactly. So that is not a line of symmetry. How about this one then? The same isosceles triangle, here with a vertical line of symmetry. Do you think this is a line of symmetry? So let's have a look. Either side of the shape goes up to the tip of the triangle at the top. They both get wider at the bottom. I think there's an equal amount of triangle on each side of that line of symmetry. I think if I were to fold along that line of symmetry, both sides would match exactly. Either side of the line of symmetry is equal. So I think that that is a line of symmetry. So for your task today, you have got a few different 2D shapes to look at, and you need to see if you can identify some lines of symmetry on that shape, and then you need to use a ruler to draw the lines of symmetry onto the shape. If you can, you could have a go at cutting out some of the shapes. Otherwise, see if you can use your best visualizing to work out whether you can split the shape into those 2 equal sides that would match if you were to fold it over. Over the next few days, you're going to be doing some more tasks on symmetry. You're going to be finding some examples of symmetry in your home. You are going to be completing some symmetrical drawings and some symmetrical patterns as well. Good luck!